Beautiful souls. Look at what the time is on the, can you see it? 5:55. Okay, I'm boiling some eggs and I'm like here in my new environment at my friend's place, which I want to do a video about her, but she won't let me yet because this beautiful soul is the greatest gift to humanity if she would teach the way that she calls herself Structurella, but what she has is a system that is so important for balance. But what I want to share right now is plants and how much I love. This is the one plant that I brought with me. This one. And I have to say, at the beginning of when I was starting to learn energy healing, and I like got this tiny little plant, and I want to try and show you and it's been growing and growing and growing with me. And if you've heard me talk about my wellness planner, in the wellness planner that I created, you can find it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. I talk about going to nature and like being with nature. And this plant, since it was an itty bitty baby, I have been like going, like, it's so sensory and it's so soothing. And I just love coming and being with my plant. If I can't get outside into nature, come and be with your plants. Everything has energy, and especially plants and animals. You know that if you have a dog or a cat, it can bring you comfort and soothe you and joy. Plants too. Plants absolutely have that for you. And so at my place, if you would have saw my old videos and such, I had tons of spider plants and things too. And I was just now standing here boiling eggs, touching my plant, and I'm like, I've got to share this, because if you don't know the importance of like playing with your plants and how it can bring you peace, like even the spider plant, I love just like put your head in there and let it like tickle all your sensories. It's such a satisfactory way, look, to just light up your day. Allow the beauty of nature to fill you up and to make you remember how much we are one. We are one with nature because we're created from the same source. Please know this. We are an incredible soul that is thriving during this time, as we're rising, as we're growing, as we're shifting, because that's what's happening, like it or not. And I'm realizing, I'm hearing so many people talk about like fatigue and feeling heavy, and you're not alone. It's in the air, because even today I was talking to my friend, she's also a stylist. I was like, is it possible for your hair to hurt? Because my hair hurts, like it feels heavy. I can't even put it in a ponytail because it's just too restricting, and it hurts. Like, and she's like, yeah, absolutely. And when you think about energy, like everything being energy, with this universal shift, you're not alone in feeling fatigue and feeling heavy and having all kinds of different sensations. Don't for a second, please, think that it's just you. It's not. You're not alone. We're all feeling it in different ways, but we're feeling it. And if you do internalize it and start to, because here's what they want, for you to internalize it and start to wonder, what's wrong with me? And then you'll start to maybe create symptoms, because we do that in a placebo effect, especially if you've heard something about like whatever it is and the signs and symptoms, you will look for them. You'll start to be like, oh, did I just feel that? Did I just sense that? And you'll create it. It's truly a placebo effect. But you could do the opposite. You could be like, I feel so good. I feel so elevated. Like, I'll tell you what I do when things are getting really, really, really heavy. Like, put this down so I can show you. So if I'm feeling really, really like heavy and I know it's not me, I am going to ask the universe for help. I'm going to ask the angels for help. And so I say, I'm asking that I be surrounded in the white light. Put me into a bubble of white light. Protect me. And I surround myself in that white light. And then I surround that white light with fire all the way around me. And no darkness can get through that. And then if you're around people who are negative or dark, you're going to want to also, around that circle of white light and the fire, put up mirrors. But those mirrors have to face out. You know why? And this is so incredibly effective when I learned this and been playing with it for years now. The mirrors facing out means that anyone who's trying to be negative or send something to you bounces off the mirror back to them. Incredible. So I was talking with a senior one day, and they started to get into like negative things about the past and such. And so I just was like, hey, white light surround me in my mind, and I'm picturing all of that, and I'm picturing the mirror, and I'm just holding space. I'm thinking all kinds of stuff that I want to kind of preach and encourage and enlighten and inspire to say to him, but I didn't. Instead, I just wanted to try this energy shift, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to put the mirrors up. I'm not kidding you. Within a few minutes, he has a moment where it was like, it was almost like you could see his things that he was saying bouncing off the mirrors back to him, and something happened, and he goes, wait a minute. And then he changes his whole perspective. He's like, I'm thinking, and he starts saying everything that I was going to encourage him to say, to think, to change the perspective and his ideas of whatever it was that he was processing at that time. It was so incredible. So when you're people have asked me, like, how do you deal with like family members that don't vibe like you and whatnot? Like, just surround yourself with white lights, stay bright. My whole life I've been, oh my God, Jenny, you're so weird. And I'm like, thank you. It means I'm being my fingerprint. I'm not acting like anyone else. I'm me. Or if anyone tried to make me feel like I was weird or whatever, I was like, that's fine, because I know that my weirdness placed a seed in them. At least shows them that there's another way to be, instead of everyone following suit and being in the trend and the same. We need weird people. So if you're weird like me, subscribe and leave a comment so that we all know we're not alone. And I truly think us weird ones are the star seeds. I believe that apparently, that's my eggs. Apparently, there's like 150,000, don't quote my numbers, but there's a lot of us, but not a lot of us, that I feel like God took in his hands and went like this into the world, and we all went, and so we were like individually in different areas of the world being weird to light up, to just to ensure that there was contrast among the normal. Okay, because we know nothing is normal, nobody should be normal. But you feel me? So we were those lights in those moments, in those areas. And now we're connecting. Hi, soul family. We're connecting now. So we're starting to realize, and this is what's empowering and encouraging this universal shift. This incredible universal shift that is going to allow us all to rise and shine, because everything is happening on a collective basis. So I really hope that something I shared resonated with you. I hope that you're going to get into nature. I hope that you're going to go and hug a plant, play with it, and allow yourself to really rise and shine during this time. Okay? It's time to rise and shine. And if you're feeling that fatigue, if you're feeling that heaviness, please know you're not alone, and it's in the universe, it's in the air, and it is a challenge. It's a challenge for us, because I think that the universe wants to test us. It wants to be like, because again, you've heard me say plenty of times, if you're following me, that this is like a spiritual warfare, right? The darkness versus the light, the wrong and the right, the wrong being like 3D following the matrix kind of thing, and the right being your soul, your spirit. You charted your life What kind of beautiful, incredible dreams do you have that you want to fulfill? That's where we're at. We're switch to the new gear. It's time. It's time. And so don't be afraid to protect your energy. And a lot of times I'll say, I do not accept or attach to anything that is not for my greatest and highest good. And I do not allow anything that is not for my greatest and highest good to attach to me. So say things like that too. Make sure that you're just always clearing your energy, grounding. If you smudge, please smudge. It's incredible. Sweetgrass, sage, incredible the difference that can make. Like, I've introduced that to so many people and many skeptics, and they were like, this is so weird and so stupid, but then they felt it. Because again, it's energy. You know, those people who don't want to believe, it's too woo-woo, and you know, my whole life too, I've had that, oh, Jenny, you and your hippie woo-woo stuff and whatever. I was like, yep, woo-woo, it's not woo-woo, it's true, you know. And now here we are in a position where people are coming to me now and being like, hey, let's talk a little bit more about this woo-woo, because I'm starting to think it's true. You know? But you know, and I've had youth that have been like, I don't believe in anything, I don't. And you know what? It's not your fault, because I was reflecting on that too, even while I was working with the youth, saying, you know what, sometimes in life, if not always, every one of us need to fall to your knees before you look up. It takes the darkness in order for you to look up and want to see the light. Otherwise, it's almost like you're robotically like just moving through the hamster wheel, moving through life without ever really questioning anything, because everything was kind of fed to you in thoughts and perceptions and habits, and you should. And so if you followed suit for so many years, it's really difficult to undo all of that and realize, hey, maybe that wasn't me. Maybe I didn't choose that. Maybe I want something else. It's time. It's time for us to rise, shine, and grow. Just like the plants do, just like the trees do. It's your turn now. Rise and shine. Much love.